I'm excited. Let me get my coffee right here. Hopefully, we don't spill it on me. Oh, let's be careful. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back to Café con Meechy. It has been 2 years since I did an episode, but I'm excited for this one. We're going to talk today on building character. And I don't know, maybe I get into other things, who knows? But the topic that's been on my mind has been about building character. So, cheers to that and to humble beginnings, baby. This is good. All right. We can get started. So, building character. It has been quite the journey over the last 2 years. Since then, I have learned a hell of a lot within the fitness industry, within my business. For those of you that don't know, I am a coach, personal trainer, both in person and online. Although I am starting to transfer to mainly online, and kind of cap myself at where I am for the in person. But it has been quite the journey. I have learned a hell of a lot in the last 2 years, not just in the fitness industry itself, but within business, within life, and about myself. And I will say that one of the biggest things, most important, and this is for anybody, now it could be in the aspect of, I could be saying this in the aspect of a coach, as a coach, but building character is so underrated and so important to your growth as an individual, as a human being. And I think the best place for anyone to start, doesn't matter what they're trying to do, if you're trying to build a business, if you're just trying to level up in life and kind of grow and be a better human being than you were the day before, I think starting in the gym is the best place for you to start. And in order for that process to truly be fruitful, you have to begin with building character. And the gym is the best place to do that. Everybody thinks that it's about reps and sets and lifting heavy and being bodybuilding and having this most beautiful physique, but it is so much more than that. And those that do it correctly, they really understand that they're building character throughout all of the process. Because without that, you can't really change much. See, the gym will humble you. It will force you to, sorry, this coffee is really good, but it will force you to level up. It'll touch at your weakest points. It'll make you it'll make you level up. It'll make you or break you. It's going to point out all the areas that you need to work on. Always, they're always going to come out. And either you can work on them and see it as an opportunity, or you can see it as a vulnerability, allow the insecurity to take over and then avoid it. And that's why building character is so important, because it should never be avoided. None of our weaknesses should ever be avoided. They should always be worked on. And you could only do that if you build character. And the gym will do that for you. If you do it right, if you pay attention, if you just go every day, even when you don't want to go, that's why discipline is so important. But in order to build that discipline, you have to build character. And through building that discipline at the same time, you're also building your character, which is why the gym is so important. I would even say that the best time to even do is at 5 in the morning. First thing in the morning, start your day early, wake up extra early so you can get it done before you start the day. Because there's going to be almost 90% of the mornings you're not going to want to get up out of bed to go to the gym. But if you do it anyway, you start building that callus in your mind, which starts helping you to build that character that you need. That character that says, I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to do this whether I'm tired, whether I've had a bad day, a bad morning, I didn't sleep well. I'm going to do this regardless of what my friends think, what my family thinks. I'm going to do this no matter what, because you know that you need this in order to have a sane mind. They say exhaust the body, tame the mind, and then you're able to think clearly, you're able to be concise, you're able to be strategic. It allows you to think of things in a way that it slows you down a second. You start to realize that you could do hard shit. So then instead of trying to react to things and respond to things so quickly, you learn how to kind of take a step back a second. Let's think about this and let's make smart moves. But that comes from years of building character. You know, so many people say that they want to get in the gym and they want to lose weight, and you know, that's great. And I just think that they look at it, when you come from that perspective, you look at it and you start doing it for the wrong reasons. Now, it's not always a bad thing, because sometimes if you end up liking it and you stick with it, then it can start leading you into the part where you realize that you need to build character, and then you do that anyway eventually, and it teaches you anyway, because that's how beautiful the gym is. But a lot of those people, they say, oh, I'm gonna get in the gym because I want to lose weight, and then what happens is they get to whatever goal they wanted. Let's say it was 30 pounds. They lose those 30 pounds, and then they think, okay, I'm done. I don't need to do this anymore. They don't think of creating this as a lifestyle. And then they fall off, right? They stop doing the thing that got them to the goal, right? Then they go back to their bad habits, and then they're surprised when they go back to how they were, or even worse than they were, and they start yo-yoing. They yo-yo all the time. Why? Because they did not make this a lifestyle. They did not build the character. They did not look at this in the right perspective. This is something that is for life, because human beings just need to be in good shape in order for you to have a healthy body. Plain and simple. Especially with all the processed foods and garbage food that there is in the United States. But that's a topic for another day. But given that we have all these things, terrible temptations, terrible choices of nutrition, it's that much more vital for you to be in shape. And again, if you want to do anything, you want to build a business, you want to have a healthy relationship with your partner or with friends or with family, like, the best thing you can do is build great character. You want to be successful in your career, in your job. Maybe you don't have a business, but you have a career and you heavily invest in that. Wonderful. Best thing you can do is go to the gym and build character. Do hard shit. Learn what it is to have serious discipline, delayed gratification. These are all things that the gym will teach you. And it's just so, I feel like it's like a basic place to start. And by basic, I don't mean that in a bad way, because obviously I'm very passionate about it. But it's like the first, yeah, to building a solid foundation. It is the first level that you need to place down to build that solid foundation of who you are as an individual. And unfortunately, people don't see it that way. People look at this as like, oh, of course, because you want to be a bodybuilder or because you're an athlete. And it's like, no, this is for every human being. I don't care who you are or what you want to do. And pick however you want to train. Like, you want to do CrossFit? Go ahead, do CrossFit. You want to weight train? Do weight training. You want to strength train? Do strength training. You want to bodybuild? Do bodybuilding. You want to do yoga? Do yoga. I don't know. I don't really care. Some type of weightlifting should be involved at least once or twice a week. But pick whatever discipline you want to do and stick to that. And I promise you, this will teach you how to build character. Because if you have a weak mind and you say like, oh, I just don't feel well today, so I'm not going to get it done. And I have the kids and I have work and I get out late and I don't have time. Man, just imagine how much shit you can't get done because of that mindset of I have this and I have that and I have this and I can, and then but then I'm not going to have a life. Wow. You already don't have a life. If you think about it, that sounds like you don't have a life. That sounds like everything else in your life externally is in control of you and you are just on the hamster wheel. But if you learn how to take control, how to manage your time, which this will teach you also because it comes with building character. If you learn how to manage your time, how to take control of your life, and how to set boundaries, say no to things that really aren't aligned with what your purpose is, what your goals are, and then say yes to the things that are, you start managing your time better. You start managing your energy better, and then you start to realize how much more you can be present for, how much more you can get done in your day, and actually be happy about your life instead of feeling like you're on the hamster wheel, always spinning, doing all these things and rushing to the next thing. Because why? You never took control. Because you, instead of looking within, you blame everything that's happening on external things. And then you wonder why you're miserable and you don't like the life that you live. But let me tell you how just starting by going to the gym can change all of that. But you have to also have the right mindset. You have to build character. This is not going to happen overnight. This takes time. It takes reps. It takes convincing yourself 100 times in the day that this is what you want to do. It takes clarity. But that's what I love about this building character, because when you build character, instead of instead of making excuses for everything on external things, you start to learn how to look within. Okay, what's in my control? What role do I play in this? What can I change? How can I be better? Versus, no, because I don't have time, because I have the kids, and then I have work. Oh, my job, my boss doesn't let me. I have to be working and or available pretty much all the time. I don't get time off. Excuse me? I hope you know that if you drop dead, your boss is going to replace you tomorrow and probably not even go to your funeral. So why would you place so much emphasis on something that you would be easily replaced by? Like, and I'm not saying that you can't have a career that you're heavily invested in, but as long as you learn how to put yourself first at the same time and still excel within that career, but take care of you, your health, your family, prior to taking care of a job that will replace you tomorrow, God forbid you drop dead. So it's just little things that the gym will teach you, and I feel everybody tends to overlook these things, and these are the most underrated, most important things that you can learn. And it's simply by just walking into the gym and actually putting some effort into doing the work, and not thinking you can do it one day and then not do it for 3 days, 4 days, and then get back to it. Sorry, this coffee is really good. And I've been talking a lot. Let me drink some. Hold on. I still got my thoughts spewing in here. But a lot of people love to like go to the gym and then do this lifestyle thing half-assed. Listen, if you're gonna fucking do this, don't half-ass anything. Strive for excellence, not perfection. Excellence. So the only way you do this successfully is if you truly grow the fuck up and say, I'm gonna make this my lifestyle. And that doesn't mean you have to be a fucking athlete. That doesn't mean you have to be a bodybuilder. That doesn't mean any of that. You can simply be a person that loves to go to the gym because they love to work on themselves and on their health. And it doesn't mean that you need to be an athlete or a bodybuilder or a CrossFitter or whatever you want to call them. You can simply just be an individual that goes to the gym and takes care of their health. It's that simple. But there's still a difference between being that person and half-assing it. And what I mean by that is, so many people think that they can live the lifestyle, but then the 23 hours outside of the gym, they do nothing that pertains to the lifestyle of a healthy lifestyle, let's say. I don't even want to call it of going to the gym, but living that healthy lifestyle. So they go to the gym for the 1 hour, but then after that, they eat trash food. They still blame everything on the external. They don't change their mindset. They yo-yo like crazy. Binge drink like crazy. And then they say that they're healthy because they go to the gym for 1 hour a day, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. No. Guys, it's so simple. Live a healthy lifestyle by exercising, eating whole foods, eating things that come from this earth, and using like the 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time, you're eating clean food that's going to nourish your body. And then that other 20%, maybe 15, some even 10%, then that part is for you to enjoy every so often. But for the majority, for you to be a healthy individual, for you to be somebody that pays attention to their mental health, for you to be somebody that doesn't blame everything on the external and looks within and takes responsibility for their actions or inactions. Somebody that educates themselves, somebody that is disciplined and that can do things even when they don't want to do things. Somebody that doesn't go to the gym, then eats trash food, and then complains about why they feel like trash and says that, oh no, but that's just not my lifestyle. That's just not me. That's just not who I am. That's just not how I am. You know what? You're probably right, actually. It's probably not. And it's probably not something that you can achieve because your mental is not allowing you to get there. But that's why building character, again, is so important, so overlooked, so underrated. And I could talk about this for days, but I'm going to leave this here. Just remember that if you're going to change anything, you gotta change the person that you're seeing in the mirror. You gotta look at things from a new perspective. You cannot possibly keep doing the same old things you've been doing and then expecting new results. That is just literally the definition of insanity. So If you're gonna change things, you gotta change the person that you're seeing in the mirror. And that starts with having new perspective, trying something new. And it's gonna take getting parting ways with the old you to make space for the new you. It's gonna require you to say no to things you used to say yes to. It's going to require you to do a calendar audit and figure out all the things that you give time to that no longer serve you. It's going to take you to sit in silence and gain clarity on what it is you want moving forward, on do you want to be, what type of person do you want to be, what do you want to achieve, what do you want your life to look like. And then you have to start doing the things that are going to get you there. You can't just say like, oh yeah, I'm going to be this person, and then do nothing about it. So again, I could talk for days on this, but I'm going to leave it here today. If you guys like this, please let me know in the comments. If you want to hear on any other topics, let me know in the comments so I can bring you another episode soon. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I definitely want to keep doing these. I really enjoyed this. And remember, stay disciplined and build character. The gym is not just about sets, reps, and gaining strength. That's a big part of it. Don't get me wrong. And I can go down that rabbit hole too. But one of the most underrated and overlooked parts of the gym is simply building character. And I promise you, that's where you should start if you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to have better relationships in family, friends, or lovers. And yeah, just focus on building character. And I promise you, the gym is the best place to do that. It's going to humble you. It's going to force you to be disciplined. It's going to show you your weaknesses so you can work on them and get stronger. And it's going to show you could do hard shit and that you're capable of it. And that way when hard shit happens to you in the real world, you're already prepared for it. So cheers to building some character. And again, let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about next. Peace.